Fellas, and for some of my ladies too, but this video is mainly for my fellas. If there's one thing that I know that we don't really care for when it comes to the dating process, it is someone who lacks consistent communication. Because number one, it shows lack of respect, lack of interest, and it just kind of begs the question, why are we messing with you in the first place? But we're going to get into it today. So these are 4 types of text messages that you will typically get from a woman who's not really that interested. And at the end, make sure you stay tuned, because I'm going to tell you what you are going to do about all of these text messages to change the narrative. Now, I'm going to go from worst to best. The worst one, I'm not really sure if you can change the narrative on this one. But hey, if you want to shoot your shot with it, go for it. So starting at the worst, at number 4, women who don't text at all, who don't respond to your messages. Now, she doesn't respond to your messages, point blank period, she's not interested. That's why I said number 4, there's really there's no going back from that, right? There's no gaining anything from that. If somebody don't even respond to you when you send them a message, flat out, they're just not interested. Go ahead, move on with your life, do your thing. You know what I'm saying? Number 3, dry texters, right? Why are dry texters a little bit better than people who don't text at all? Because at least they respond, right? But here's the thing. When you dry text, that is 9 times out of 10 somebody that does not want to communicate with you, and they're trying to do it so that way they don't look like a jerk, right? But they're giving you short answers in hope that you get the hint that, hey, I hope this guy knows I'm not interested in him. Maybe he'll catch the hint at some point. And typically with dry texts, what they end up doing after a while is when a guy doesn't catch the hint, they just disappear. I've had this happen to me plenty of times throughout my late teens and early 20s when I had to learn the game and how it works. So do keep that in mind, right? If she's a dry texter, she's doing that because 9 times out of 10 she's not interested, or it could be she just is not that great of a communicator over text. I will give the 10% benefit of the doubt, because sometimes that can be a thing, right? Number 2, we're going to go with, and this is a tough one between number 2 and number 1. So if you kind of interchange these, hey, that's perfectly fine. I won't even fault you for that. But number 2, I'm going to put inconsistent texters. What I mean by inconsistent texters or inconsistent communicators is she will be hot and cold throughout the week. So maybe for 2 days straight, she's hot, she's texting you like it's no problem, and so on and so forth. And then the next 4 days, you don't hear anything from her. Or if you do hear something from her, she's very dry with her messages, right? So very inconsistent. Nothing really lines up in a typical pattern. I'm not saying that people have a typical pattern when it comes to communication. That's all the same. Everybody's communication style is different. But please also note that if a woman likes you, she will be communicating with you pretty consistently, right? So there's number 2. And number 1, the best out of all these, which is still not great, you have the one-a-day texters, right? Now, there is some form of consistency with this. And granted, if you guys are in the beginning stages of getting to know each other, like early beginning stages, okay, you could probably accept that for a little bit, because she's trying to warm up to the idea of who you are. She doesn't know who you are. You don't know who she is, so on and so forth. I can kind of understand that, right? But let's be real. People are on their phones, not even just women, because people like to say, oh, women on their phones. No, it's people, period, are on their phones a lot throughout the day. These things are glued to my hands. I'm recording this while I'm on my way to work currently, right? While I'm walking. And I want you to understand that because people are on their phones, you have 24 hours to respond. If a woman's only responding to you 1 time a day, that might be a bit of an issue, my friend, right? So the $1 million question is, what do you do in spite of all this? And fellas, again, make sure you stay to the end, because I'm going to tell you something very important that will kind of debunk all of this in a sense, right? So for option 4, like I said, leave that be. she ain't responding, leave it alone. For options 1, 2, and 3, so for dry texters, inconsistent texters, once a day texters, just go ahead and ask her out. You shouldn't be texting a woman for a long period of time anyways, unless that is your girlfriend or pretty close to being your girlfriend, right? You should really only be texting to essentially do one thing, and that is to set up a meeting point, aka a date, right? You shouldn't be texting a woman all day long, right? If you haven't even set up a date yet. Because what you're not about to do is what you're doing her to death. How's your day to death? Good morning to the death of, you get what I'm saying, right? Good night, and without even like offering a time to meet up. So you offer the idea of the date. Hey, I was wondering if you would like to go out to this place, or if you would like to hang out sometime this weekend. You set it up and see where it goes. If she responds, yes, I would love to, boom, there you go. You make sure everything is set in place, set the time, whatever, go on from there. If she does not respond, or she gives you anything less than a yes, she gives you a maybe, if she gives you a we'll see, if she gives you a I'm busy, and she does not offer an alternative to that, hey, I might be busy this weekend, but can we do another day? Then your answer is no. You know where you stand. You move on, find somebody else that's interested. All right? And I say all that to say that ultimately, you can text a woman all day long, but please, guys, make sure you attempt to set up a date with her, right? Because texting is simply supposed to lead to other things. Again, meeting up a person for a date, and who knows, if you guys get enough dates and things go well, it might turn into a relationship or, potential or whatever you want it to be, right? Just make sure you step out and make that move. Marcus Frazier from Teachable Tuesdays here to motivate you, encourage you, and inspire you to be a better you. Thank you for joining me today. Greatly appreciate it. Love you guys. Hope you have a great day. God bless.